Here's Lauren Skordensky stopping it up on left wing now. Graves. Rink wide, they tip it ahead into the zone for LeVar. But Magoo will beat LeVar to the puck. And he touches up, and we have an early icing call here against Nova Scotia. We'll bring it back into the Oilers' end. Opening moments of period number 1 from the Civic Center, and we have no score.
Tim Weiler, item about Nova Scotia, as you were alluding to in the pregame show there, last place standing in the Northern Division. The Oilers have lost an incredible 25 games by 1 goal this year. You know, you win half of them or even tie half of them, and Nova Scotia's right back in the hunt for the playoffs, and I'm sure that's been the story of their season, not being able to capitalize on those close hockey games.
You got to win the close ones, that's for sure. From the draw, puck goes in behind the Nova Scotia net, and Bukaboom with the puck. Up at center ice, and here come the Oilers. Here's Biggs trying to feed Graves, and over the line, broken up at center ice. And getting it back, Mark LeVar into the Skipjacks' hand. Holds it up, left point now, backhanded in deep in the Jacks' hand. Behind the net, Biggs hit by Gertz. They stack it up now. Biggs trying to kick the puck in front. LeVar behind the net, looking to center, but right there's Jim Magoo, and he's got the puck, and here he comes with Bork and Boulanger. Bork over the line, down the left wing. Was on the brakes on the far boards. Looking to center, but Bukaboom ties him up. They stack it up now on the left wing boards in the Nova Scotia zone. And they'll finally tie it up there. And we'll get a face-off in the Oilers' end. The former Skipjack will face it off against Mitch Lamoureux. Puck drop, but not a good one, and we'll have to do it again here. As Lamoureux and Boudreau moving in. From the draw, Simpson in the left wing circle. A weak shot, missed the goal. While the near boards play fair. Dumps it in behind the net. Miner will pick it up. John Miner looks for Boudreau at center ice. Can't find him. It's back to the Skipjacks blue line. Taken there by Wally Weir. Lamoureux will deflect the puck back into the Oilers zone. Side of the net, Skordensky. Setting it up there. For Larry, make that Jim play fair. Play fair has to go back behind his own net to get the puck. Baltimore forechecking, but Boudreau's got it. Ahead to Jeff Larmer. Larmer tried to backhand the puck into the Skipjack zone, but Hotham knocked it down at his own blue line. And now Hotham gave it right to Playfair. Playfair in the slot. Look out. Man open. Wrist shot. Heron will kick it out. On the big shot there by Ray Cote. And now the puck deflects up into the stands.
A lot of votes for Player of the Year for the Skipjacks.
A big line of Mike Rogers, Gord Shervin, and Ken Solheim on the ice for the Oilers. Off the jaw. Jacks work at the center. Lamoureux with a long shot and a left pad save by Skordensky there. Good shot by Mitch on the net. Now the Oilers can't clear. Baltimore holding it in. On the left wing side, Solheim with a puck. Can't get it out. Rogers a poke at it now. He's got some room, and here he comes. Sends Crawford away at center. Left wing to Solheim, but the line is drive, and it was off the glass behind the Baltimore cage. Picked up by rookie defenseman Mike Rowe. All right, Rowe checked from behind. Shervin ties him up. DeFazio comes in, gathers in the loose puck, and scoots in behind his own net. Look out, a steal with the Oilers behind the net. Shervin in front to Rogers. He can't tee it up. Left point, Crawford. The right point to Rick Wilson. Can't tee it up either. Send it in behind the Jacks goal. Picked up by Mike Rowe. And DeFazio will finally just backhand it outside the zone and back into Nova Scotia territory. And back to get it now, Rick Wilson. He touches. And we'll get an icing call here against the Skipjacks with 7. Back of the point, Betker dumps it in behind the goal to roll to the right wing corner. Now back of the right point, Bukaboom looks in front. There's a tip by decision, but he tapped it wide. Here's Risling now. Can't get it out. Brubaker keeps it in. Brubaker behind the net. Decision. Looks to center. Can't find a man open. Tied up by Phil Bork. Bork looks to get it out. Dumping in behind the goal. Brubaker there with a puck. Here's Brubaker, side of the Jacks goal. Dumps it in again behind the net. Neither Decision or Mahler could catch up to it. And now Bork taps it outside the line and back into the Oilers' end. They race in after it. Risling, and he runs into the Oilers. Dwayne Betker in the left wing corner. Puck still in the Nova Scotia zone. Now Brubaker trying to get it out. Poke it up the near boards, but he can't do it. Back behind the net. Puck taken by Betker. He'll whip it around the far boards, and Mahler will tap it out to center ice. Gertz now on it there. Backhanding it through for O'Regan. He'll poke the puck into the Nova Scotia zone. Bukaboom after it there. Gets away from Risling. Bukaboom with the puck. Rushing to center at the red line. Bukaboom now with the Jacks line. Down the right side. Looks to get around Phil Bork, but he cannot do it. He lost the puck. Heron comes away to steer the puck to the right wing corner. It's held in by Nova Scotia. Here's Graves with the puck. Centers one down the slot. That just missed. Now they got a chance in front side of the goal. And that went wide by Biggs. Now Graves, left wing circle, his shot wide. Oilers holding it in now. Far boards. Here's Mark LeVar. To Graves on the right wing corner. O'Regan ties him up. Now a steal in the slot. Biggs a drive. Heron a stop. Rebound cleared away and finally out to center ice. What a stop by Denny Heron there. The Oilers buzzing the Skipjacks net. All right, back in behind the Baltimore goal. Bork spins away from Biggs. And now he's going to take the heat out of a hot kitchen, blasting it down ice. And we have an icing call coming up here against Baltimore. As Jim Playfair touching up. It's icing against We're back live at the Civic Center. The Skipjacks break up ice and fire win on Skordensky, and we finally have a whistle coming up here. We're going to face it off outside the Oilers' blue line. Right now, the Jacks have Tony Fiore, Roger Belanger, and Jim Magoo up front, with Wally Weir and Greg Hotham back on defense. Bruce Boudreau and Fiore for the draw. Jim Miron drops the puck. It's loose at the Oiler line, and Fiore poking it in down the left wing boards, but now Boudreau getting it back. Boudreau to center ice. Bruce Boudreau trying to get around Magoo. Magoo bumped him off the disc. Steered back into the Jack zone, however. Back in behind his own net. Hotham racing after it now on the near boards. Belanger can't clear. Crawford holding it in. A blast on the left point. Stopped in front by Hotham. And Belanger has got the loose puck. Ahead to Fiore. Trying to set up Magoo on the left wing, but Larmer was right there. Jeff Larmer now with a puck. Backhands it out to center ice. All right, Greg Hotham on it there. To Belanger. Belanger now skates through center ice. Right side of Fiore. Into the zone. Fiore. In the slot to Belanger. Right wing circle. Here's Belanger with a quick wrist shot and the stop there by Skordensky, and the Oilers have the rebound. Rick Wilson now behind his own net. He's it up on the right side. Lou Crawford with a puck. A long slap shot just outside the Jacks blue line. Stick aside by Heron. Rebound by Boudreau, and he fanned on it. To the line, not out. Holding it in, Bukaboom. A blast from the right point. Stick save by Heron. Here's Belanger, finally going to wrist it rink wide. Back into the Oilers zone as the Baltimore Skipjacks are changing on the fly here. 13:55 to go, period one. We are scoreless from the Civic Center. Oilers sweep it back into the Skipjack zone now. The left wing to Fazio. Looks to get it out, can't do it. Solheim thought he held it in, but an offside call here against Nova Scotia.
Well, the first 7.
Down the first 6.5 minutes of this hockey game.
Well, they've really had some quality chances as well.
From the draw, Simpson at center ice. Shoots the puck into the Oilers' hand, left wing corner. Skordensky setting it up for Bukaboom. Now the right side, Gord Shervin will pick it up. Shervin for Rogers, but that misfired at center ice. Loose now in the neutral zone, taken away by Lamoureux. And out of Mike Rowe at his own line. Rowe starts it ahead at the red line, wristing it in now, back into the Oilers' ice. Skordensky behind his net again for Bukaboom. To the line, not out now. It's hopped over Mike Rowe's stick and back into the Skipjack zone. Now look out. Dahlquist is pulled down to the Skipjacks end and no penalty. But Mike Rowe coming up with a puck. Can't clear. Rogers putting pressure on Mike Rowe now. Dahlquist finally will get the puck and bang it off the wood back to center ice. Betker on it there now for the Oilers. Back into his own zone, trading passes with John Miner. Miner on left wing to Rogers. Pumps it in right wing corner. Baltimore end, and Rogers peels off. The Oilers make a line change here. Risling with the puck. Can't get it out. Jim Playfair holding it in. Cleared in now down the near boards for decision. Dahlquist checks him now. They got Brubaker side of the goal with a chance. Denny Heron will knock that aside. Brubaker trying to center. Chin took it away. And now the Jacks break out of their own zone. 2-on-2. Risling hit by Playfair. Keeps chugging into the near corner. But decision will beat O'Regan to the puck. And the Oilers now will try to move it out. And here they come. On right wing, Mike Mauler to decision, but it knocked over his stick. Back of the Jacks line, Gertz run off the puck by decision, and Brubaker tosses it right back into Baltimore territory. And behind his own net now, Phil Bork with a puck. We played 8 minutes of period one, and we're scoreless from the Civic Center. Bork charging out of his own zone on left wing to O'Regan. O'Regan getting around Miner. O'Regan now looks to center. He had Risling open, but he couldn't get it to him. Now it's centered, shot by O'Regan, left wing circle. That's sticked aside by Skordensky, and now they stack it up to the right side of the Oilers' cage. And we're finally going to get a whistle here as Skordensky smothers that puck at the right side of his cage for a face-off. And after the whistle, a little milling around several games. As we'll drop the puck to the right of Skordensky. It's back at the left point. Bork holding it in, but the Oilers now finally clearing it out to center ice. It'll roll just inside the Jacks blue line and taken by Gertz. Rink wide feed out of the reach of Risling. Gary will get it back, however. Drop it back to his own defense. Chin now will pick it up, leaving it for O'Regan. Will step into the Oilers' end. Down the left side, gets around a check. Can't get around a check by Crawford, and the Oilers get the puck. Here's Rick Wilson in behind his own net. On the left side, Steve Graves finds Biggs at center ice. Stick handles it across the line. Now Biggs, right wing circle, man open, side of the goal. Graves couldn't tip it in. Wilson was open. He tried to set up Graves in front. Now Graves gets it back, trying to shuffle it out in front to Biggs, but that's broken up in front of the Jacks goal. Oilers hold it in now. Slot, Biggs, open shot, deflected on the way to the goal. And the loose puck dribbles to netminder Denny Herron. And he'll grab that dribbling puck right in front. Carlson, Magoo, and Del Cole now on the forward line for Baltimore as we drop the puck here in the right wing circle to Baltimore territory. Boudreau and Carlson now for the drop. Off the face-off, right point, Boogaboom skates in, tips it in behind the Baltimore goal. Otham looks to clear, gets it by Betker. It's going to roll back into the Oilers zone. Betker quickly hustling back behind his own goal to get the puck. Fell down as he went to clear it. It's in behind the Oilers goal again, but Betker now with a disc. Wayne Betker swinging around now on the far boards. Cote looks for Larmer at center. He's got him. Larmer with an eye for Boudreau, but broken up on a good defensive play by Jim Magoo. Carlson now feeds Del Cole in across the line. He'll clear it in right wing corner. Oilers in. Minor now on the far boards. Taken by the Oilers, and here they come. 3-on-2. Left wing to Larmer. Breaks over the line. Larmer in front to Boudreau. He's moving in with a shot. And a score for the Oilers as Boudreau got the loose puck. He was in alone on Denny Herron. And he slipped it up underneath Denny.
And it finally has.
Pretty passing, too, by the Oilers. And the boys from Nova Scotia with a 1-0 lead over the Skipjacks. From the draw, Jacks clear the puck into the Nova Scotia zone. Here's Belanger on the near boards. Tied up by Solheim. But going behind the net, and Miner will take over. John Miner now with the puck. Far boards to Shervin. And out of Rogers at center ice. Mike Rogers wheels into the zone. But offside call against Nova Scotia as Miner was ahead of the play on the right side. 9:51 left here in period number 1. And our score from the Civic Center, Nova Scotia 1 and Baltimore 0. This is Skipjacks Hockey on AM 1230 WITH. Tim Nannelli and Tom Ogle back with you here at the Civic Center. The puck cleared back into the Nova Scotia zone, and Lou Crawford in behind his own net. The former Rochester American. Now Fiore crunched behind the Oilers cage, and he's down and out. And we finally get the whistle here as Fiore was racked up left rear boards in the Oilers' end, and he was knocked right to the ice, and he went into the boards very heavily. And now Jacks trainer Tim Ringler will come out and take a look at Tony Fiore.
He left himself kind of wide open there behind the Nova Scotia cage, around the blue line, outside the blue line. The only really good chance was the one by Roger Belanger from the faceoff circle, but Skordensky came up and made the save.
Nova Scotia again quickly into the Skipjack zone. Solheim couldn't get a hold of the puck. Now look out in front to Lou Crawford. He turns around, a shot save, rebound, side of the goal. They bang away. They can't get it by Herron. Now a shot, right circle. Rick Wilson, score, Nova Scotia. I tell you, Tom, you got to feel bad for Denny Herron. He's helpless out there. That puck just lying there, and the Jacks couldn't clear it out as the Oilers had about 3 wins.
They are definitely taking it to the Skipjacks in all aspects of the game. They're forechecking, back-checking, beating the Skipjacks to the open puck. Right now, it's all Nova Scotia.
Fortunately, we're still very early in this game with 8:49 left. A lot of time for the Jacks to get moving, but they don't have to turn off some strategy here. All right, Brubaker now with a puck. Steers into the zone. Down the right side. Man is upended there. As Mahler was covered very well. The Jacks break out. Chin with a puck. Colin Chin dumps it into the Oilers zone. It'll roll in behind the net. Chin and Bukaboom after there. Chin steps into Bukaboom. Puck now loosened on the far boards and picked up by Brubaker. He'll start back 2-on-2 with Decision. Now wrist it back into the Skipjack zone. Aaron setting it up, firing on the far boards. Brubaker holds it in. Brubaker behind the net, trying to get the puck over to Decision. They stack it up now, right rear boards. Bork and Brubaker fight for it. Now Decision and O'Regan look for the loose puck. It's batted back in behind the goal. Gertz and Mahler collide back there. Now Mahler digs it out behind the net. Here's Mahler with a puck. Looks for an open man, right circle to Miner, but he can't tee it up. Decision holding in now at the right point to Brubaker behind the net. Brubaker hit by Phil Bork. They jam up now, right wing corner. Puck comes free. Brubaker hit from behind by Risling. Mahler with a puck in the slot. And finally, it's tipped to center by Tom O'Regan. And back to the Oilers line it goes. On the left side, Betker now. Into the zone, dumps it in, peels off. The Oilers changing on the fly. Weir now on the far boards. Can't get it out. Held in by Nova Scotia. Miner dumping in behind the goal. Graves centered one. Up the middle of the ice, race for the puck. DeFazio's got it. He breaks it on Skordensky. Dino shot. Hey! Shoots and scores! Race for the puck on the Oilers' end, and DeFazio digged it out. He came cruising it on Skordensky and digged him out and put it in behind him. And the Skipjacks finally cash in here in period one. It's 2-1 Nova Scotia on the goal from Dean DeFazio.
Well, there's a good example, and the Skipjacks are back in the game, only trailing now 2-1. Maybe this will pick them back up, and we'll see some stronger play by the Jacks the remainder of this period.
The Oilers have been gambling since they got their 1-0 lead, and that time it cost them. Miner breaks over the line with a shot kicked out by Herron. And Hotham will pick it up behind his own goal. Greg Hotham dumps it back out to center ice, and Jim Playfair on it there. Gave it right to DeFazio. Dino over the line. Cutting into the right wing circle. Looking into the center in front for Lammer. But went off a leg in front. Miner blocked that. On right wing now with a full head of steam. LeVar into the zone, but he's offside. And we'll get a face-off here outside the Jacks blue line here. The goal, Dean DeFazio, unassisted it. 12:41, period number one. DeFazio is 14th goal of the season. The Jacks are right back in it here, trailing 2-1.
It was a really good, outstanding defensive play there by John Miner, where we may have had a 2-2 game as Dave Simpson was wide open the opposite side of the cage, but he got his skate on that pass and preserving Nova Scotia's 2-1 lead.
From the draw, here's Mike Rowe dumping it back into the Oilers' end, and Luke Crawford back to get it now. Mike Crawford in behind his own net. Far corner, Rick Wilson. Dumps it back behind his goal again to Crawford. Jacks forechecking well here. Here's Carlson tying up Crawford, but the puck bounces off the boards, ends up with the stick of Larmer. Into the Skipjacks, Andy comes. Center point leg out. Here comes Cote moving in with a shot, but that went off the stick of Mike Rowe and deflects up into the stands. That will give us a face-off in the Skipjacks. We're back live here at the Civic Center. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first period. Puck in the Oilers' end right now. Nova Scotia, can they get it out? No, they can't. Belanger drop past to Dahlquist. His wrist shot is cut mask high by Skordensky. And he'll hang on to that puck. And we'll drop it down in the Oilers' end. This is Skipjacks hockey on WITH Baltimore.
Well, the Skipjacks, that goal seems to have picked them up somewhat. Last few minutes they've been working hard in Nova Scotia's end, forechecking much better than they were earlier in the period.
All right, Carlson out there now with Belanger and Magoo. And Rogers will go against Carlson here to the right of Warren Skordensky. And they're moving in. From the draw, left point, Bork winds up with a shot through traffic, but it's blocked in front by Rogers. Now Rogers and Carlson will fight for the puck in the left wing corner. Steer to the near boards. Betker trying to get it out. Hit by Belanger, tied up by Belanger. They stack it up now in the near corner. Puck still loose in there. Now Rogers up the near boards, bumped by Magoo. Here is Solheim. Finally getting control of the puck, and the Oilers break back at center. Backhanding it in now. Gord Sherman behind the Baltimore goal dugout. Puck takes a crazy bounce. Side of the goal, it's centered, down to the line, not out. Solheim with a blast. Denny Herron sticks that aside. Oilers hold it in now. Behind his own net, Phil Bourque with a puck. And Bourque now to Steve Carlson, who steps to center. At the red line, dumps it back to the Oilers line, but it's taken there by Bukaboom. Bukaboom looks to thread the needle, but he missed Shervin breaking into the skipjack zone. Bourque in behind his net, he touches, and that'll give us an icing call here on Wednesday, April 2nd, when the Jacks host Rochester. And the award is going to be presented on Friday night, April the 4th, when the Jacks host St. Catharines. Both the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year awards will be presented. So if you're coming to the game on Sunday or next Wednesday, make sure to watch for your ballot. They'll be distributed when you come to the Civic Center, and you'll have your chance to vote for your choice of the Offensive Player of the Year and the Jacks Defensive Player of the Year. Fiore now with a puck in his own zone, of the line not out. Held in by the Oilers. Far boards now. Puck can't be held in. And it's steered back out to center ice. Or I beg your pardon, back into the skipjack zone. And picked up by Del Cole. He'll lift it out to center ice. Sean Miner with a puck. To Playfair. Playfair fires it in on goal. Denny Herron will stop it. And neatly leave it off for Wally Weir. 4:06 to go here, period one. The Oilers a 2-1 leader with the Skipjacks. Weir looks for Fiore. He's got him at center ice. Fiore now. Wheel and deal. Try to break into the Oilers' end. Can't do it. And Brubaker takes the puck away. And risks it back into Baltimore territory. On the far boards, John Del Cole will pick it up. Couldn't find Fiore at center ice. Puck ends up on the stick of Playfair back at his own blue line. Now to John Miner. Breaking through center. Looked for Graves, but he was cutting up ice the other way, and it's taken away with the Skipjacks. Wristed right back into the Oilers' end. On the near boards now. Here comes Risling in, tying up Graves and on the near boards. Now Chin, back behind the goal to O'Regan. Here's O'Regan with a puck. Fights for it with Miner. Look out, it's centered in front. And finally taken away. Look out, the Oilers 2-on-1. Right side now, LeVar into the zone. LeVar with a shot. Denny Herron will grab that and hang on. Big shot there on the right wing circle by Mark LeVar. And Denny Herron coming up with a big stop there. And now Denny Herron with some words of advice to Chris Dahlquist back in the skipjack zone. Well, I tell you what, having Denny Herron back there in goal for the defenseman, just like having your first grade teacher in there. Got to make sure you stay in line back there.
He made an outstanding save there on that shot. There's cat-like reflexes with that glove hand, and Denny pulled that shot right out of the air.
It's centered off the face-off, back of the right point. Wilson wristing one toward the net off the skate of O'Regan. Held in by the Oilers. Left point to Crawford. Near boards, Mark LeVar. LeVar couldn't get around O'Regan. Good play by Crawford to hold it in now. Crawford along the near boards to Biggs. Biggs tips it down the near boards, and now it's up over the glass. And so we'll get a face agent holder. We'll receive an official 6-pack of Skipjacks plastic cups, compliments of the Bowman Restaurant and Watson's Garden Center. Hope you'll make it out for a Friday night hockey night in Baltimore. Well, the Jacks host Springfield this Friday night here at the Civic Center at 7:30. A loose puck back at the Skipjacks blue line now, taken by Dahlquist. Fires it rink wide, out of the reach of everybody. This should be icing. Is back to get it Rick Wilson. He touches, and we get the icing call here against the Skipjacks. With 2:33 to go here in period number one. Our score, the Oilers 2 and the Skipjacks 1. This is Skipjacks hockey on AM 1230 WITH. We're back live here at the Civic Center with a face-off to the left of Denny Herron in the skipjack zone. Mitch Lamoureux and Ray Cote. The puck drop. And behind his own net now, Phil Bourque with a loose puck. And the Jacks look to start it out. Phil's feed to DeFazio is just backhanded back to the Nova Scotia line. Metger looks ahead for Cote, and out of Boudreau. Into the zone now. Boudreau with a puck. Left circle, Boudreau back in front for Larmery. Tipped it wide of the cage. Larmery got tripped up there, no penalty. Here's DeFazio, right side to Simpson. Cannot come up with a loose puck. Now send it ahead for Lamoureux. Steps into the zone. Lamoureux holds it up. Along the near boards. Mitch falling down and Boudreau, but a clear. At center, puck picked up by Cote. Left wing to Boudreau, but it misfired. And Gortz will pick it up. In his own zone, Gortz checked by Larmer. Now Simpson can't get it out. Held in by Larmer along the near boards. Lamoureux will finally poke it out. Now Lamoureux and Betker get their gloves up, and they push and shove one another in Skipjacks territory. Puck back of the Nova Scotia line. Now it's loose in the neutral zone and taken by Gertz. Couldn't find Risling at center ice. It's back to the Oiler line. Here is Betker now. His feet ahead, stolen away by Gertz. Loose now in the neutral zone. They battle for it there, and finally they'll freeze it. And we'll fight.
Some of the guys falling down, that's happened about 4 times this first period. And I'm sure that there'll be some problems with the ice throughout this game.
Rogers now with a puck in his own zone. Starts the rush to center. Shoots it in left wing corner. Baltimore zone, Risling back in behind his zone. Net's got the puck. Looks to clear and does so. Back to center. Jim Playfair will knock it down there. Fires it right back to the Jacks blue line. Here's Hotham. Couldn't feed it in for Risling. Now Carlson holding it in. Walking down the slot in front to Magoo, and he tipped it just on the net. And a big right pat save by Skordensky there. And the puck cleared to center. Hotham fires it right back in again. A bouncing puck steered aside by Skordensky. Carlson now. Far boards. Couldn't center. It's it back. Pulled down by Rogers. Now Magoo on the left wing side. Magoo can't get a hold of the puck. Shervin will just tip it by Wally Weir at the left point. Now Risling looks to break into the zone, but he's roughed up in front of the Oilers bench. Can't do it. He's knocked down. Hotham get it back. Top it in wide of the Oilers goal, and Skordensky will leave it neatly behind his own net for John Miner. Last minute of play here in period 1. Puck steered back into the Skipjack zone, and here's Dahlquist. Wheels it back out at center ice. Magoo will pick it up to O'Regan. Over the line. Here's O'Regan, but Simpson stepped into the zone. And that's an offside against Baltimore. Simpson didn't think so, but I think so, Tom. Unfortunately, it looked like his skate was in there as O'Regan came in over the zone. It was close, but I think the correct call was made there.
Right at the blue line, Tommy O'Regan lost control of the puck. And Dave Simpson, straddling the blue line, lifted his foot as to not to stop the puck. And when he did that, I think he kind of pushed himself in across the line. And the linesman right on top of the play. It was a good call.
O'Regan against decision for the faceoff, and Nova Scotia's got it now with 7 seconds left. They try to clear. Simpson holding it in deep in the left circle with a shot. That's blocked by the defense. 2 seconds left. O'Regan trying to center, and that's going to do it. Period number 1 has come to a close tonight. The Skipjacks beginning a way for that buck down there. And when they finally dropped it, somebody had stepped into the circle, so we'll do it again. From the faceoff, Oilers win it. And they're cleared back into the Skipjack zone. On the right wing side, Bukaboom now moves in with a shot. Save, rebound, side of the goal. And Heron smothers it there as Boudreau on the doorstep. Looking for the rebound, didn't get it. And then Heron covers up, and the Oilers quickly in the first 11 seconds, adding pressure in the Skipjack zone.
A real good chance there by Nova Scotia early here in period number 2. I hope that's not a sign of things to come. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of Skipjacks hockey this period, that playing that tight checking game that Baltimore fans have become so accustomed to.
From the draw, Bork spins the net and starts it out at center ice. Bork at the red line. Long shot. Skordensky, a stick save. It'll roll to the near corner, and Bukaboom will pick it up. Bukaboom up the far boards. Larmer looks for skating room now. Puck still on the Oilers' end. Now Bukaboom on the right wing to Cote. Feeds Boudreau at center ice. Gabby over the line. Top of the right circle. Boudreau holds it up. Right point. Quick shot by Bukaboom. Steered aside by Heron. And the Jacks are going to toss it down ice. And icing waved off as Bukaboom back to get it. Leaving it for Boudreau. As Cote will finally backhand it back to center ice. Rink wide feed. Boudreau pick it up. Steps into the zone. Or steps back into his own zone. Now look out, Magoo with a steal, top of the circle. Takes the drive, and it's high and wide of the Oilers net. And up into this tonight here in Baltimore, and also a game in Pittsburgh. It's the battle of the organizations tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins playing the Edmonton Oilers at home. And the farm teams also playing tonight. And the Penguins organization, the home crowd in both games. DeFazio with a puck in his own zone. Spins. Dumps it up to Lamoureux now. Mitchell just swinging out to center ice. Picked up by Simpson into the zone. One man to beat. Will take the drive, but Playfair blocked it. Playfair going back to get it now. Now DeFazio steals in the near corner. But Biggs takes it away from Dino, and the Oilers come back 3-on-1. Left side, Graves. He's cutting in. Here he is trying to slide the puck in front, but he put it behind Biggs. And let's see here. We got a whistle. And the goal has come off the moorings. Not a good 3-on-1. The Flames and the Express. Last night in the American League, just one game. St. Catharines beat Binghamton by a score of 3-1. From the face-off, here's O'Regan to center ice, but Solheim took it away. Breaks into the Jack zone, take the long drive, but Dahlquist blocked it with a stick. Dahlquist has his stick broken right now, and he's on the ice without one. Chen will try to get the puck out. Rick Wilson holding it in to Rogers near boards, but Rogers tied up by Mike Rowe, and O'Regan's got the loose puck. He'll dump it in down the right side. Risling will chase it in now, but Crawford's going to beat him to it. Crawford and Risling go heavily into the right wing corner boards. Now behind the net, puck taken away by Rick Wilson of Nova Scotia. Right wing to Shervin. Fakes the shot, breaks into the Skipjacks end. Down the right side, Rowe tied him up. Rowe takes the puck away. Now Dahlquist with some new lumber. Looks for Chin. Chin down the left side. O'Regan offside. A two-line pass being called here against the Skipjacks. What about a 2-on-1 there, but a two-liner called against Baltimore.
Well, Tim, some of the leading scorers in this three-game season series between Baltimore and Nova Scotia, with the departure of Tom Ralston, who in the 3 games had 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points. Colin Chin is now the leading scorer.
Period number 2, and the Oilers with a 2-1 lead over the Skipjacks. O'Regan against decision, just inside the Jacks line. It's steered to center ice, and Betker blasting right back into Baltimore ice. In behind his own net now. Here's Colin Chin up on the left wing. Feeds O'Regan at center ice. Down the right side, O'Regan slowed by Brubaker. Keeps going. O'Regan in the circle, turns around and fires one. That's just wide of the cage. Here's Risling now behind the net, along with Chin. They're trying to get possession. Chin does get possession down the near corner, hit by decision. Here's Chin with a puck. Trying to backhand it through the middle, but taken away by the Oilers. And now here comes Bukaboom. Dumps it in down the left side for Brubaker. It'll roll in the near corner. Skipjack zone. Clear to the line and now outside the line by the Skipjacks in decision. Gave it right to Risling. Back for Chin. Chin couldn't get around Brubaker. And now Brubaker with a puck at his own line. Shoots it ahead. Betker looks for it now. And now over the line to Brubaker. Here he comes. Brubaker now turns around. Looks to feed in front for Mahler, but Rowe was there to tip it aside. Now Boudreau trying to get it behind the goal to Mahler, but O'Regan intercepts. Here's O'Regan now in his own zone. Looks for Del Cole. Del Cole now on left wing. Starts through center. Tried to feed it up ice to Risling. That was off the skate of Larmer. And back to center ice. Mahler now, right wing to Boudreau. Quickly into the Skipjack zone. Boudreau muscling toward the net. He centers one, and Larmer tipped it wide of the cage. Now Dahlquist will pick it up in his own zone. Rink wide for Del Cole. Went beyond him. It'll roll to the goal mouth, and let's see here. We get a whistle. And I think Skordensky is going to smother it there, the side of his cage. We'll get a face-off here in Nova Scotia territory.
A nice setup there by Bruce Boudreau. Jeff Larmer almost getting a goal there as he tried to tip that pass in. Nova Scotia once again coming out strong as they did in the first period. They're forechecking the Skipjacks strongly in the Baltimore end, and Baltimore's going to have to tighten up somewhat here in this second period.
Fiore, Del Cole, and DeFazio on the ice. From the face-off, Nova Scotia will win the draw. And now behind his own net, it's John Miner to Boudreau. Steaming across the Jacks line now. Look out in the slot to Larmer. Looks to get a shot away, and he scores. Larmer got a loose puck and put it in the far post behind Eddie Herron. And Larmer's 63rd point. He's got another point tonight. 3-1 now. The Jacks fall behind Nova Scotia. Puck cleared back into Baltimore territory off the face-off, and Wally Weir to Carlson. Here come the Jacks up ice. Right side of Belanger. Belanger hit by Crawford at the Oiler line, and Crawford to Biggs now. Biggs pushed by Magoo. They jam up behind the Oiler cage. Puck squirts to the near corner. Here's Mark LeVar. Look out behind the net. Magoo with a steal. Magoo trying to pump it in front. Great stick save by Skordensky. Blocked that centering pass. And Nova Scotia will finally clear it back to center ice. Weir with a puck. Trying to fire it ahead, went off Graves and back into the Jack zone. All right, Wally Weir shooting ahead for Magoo. Broken up by Biggs, but picked up by Weir. Across the Oiler line. Looks to center. Broken up by Wilson. Out on the near boards. Wally Weir continues to hold it in. Top of the right circle to Carlson. He'll tip it in down the right wing side. Crawford regains possession, though, for Nova Scotia. And the Oilers have got it. To Crawford now at his own zone. On right wing to Mark LeVar. 2-on-2 break for Nova Scotia. LeVar across the line. Down the slot is drive off the stick of Hotham. And that deflects way up into the stands and out of play. 14:35 to go here, period number 2, and our score. Tim Nannelli and Tom Ogle back with you here at the Civic Center. 14:17 to go in period number 2. Nova Scotia with a 2-goal lead. DeFazio with a puck. Tried to clear it in for Lamoureux. He was spun around, and Bukaboom now goes back into his own zone in the left wing corner. Finds Gord Shervin away at center ice, and here comes Nova Scotia. Shervin flips it in back behind the Baltimore goal. Aaron stops it there and leaves it off for Dahlquist. Jacks can't get it out. Mike Rogers now on the near boards. Solheim now top of the left circle. Dances around with a puck. Solheim after the puck now to the left wing corner. Hit by 2 Jacks. Dahlquist and Simpson. Look out. Here come the Oilers cutting in with a drive. That hit the crossbar and bounced away. Bukaboom with a blast right circle. That's through traffic and wide. And it's back deep in the Oilers' end. Denny Herron might think the circus is still here. It's a shooting gallery out there. All right, Mike Rowe with a puck. Tried to feed it in over the line to O'Regan, but it was too far for O'Regan. And now Bukaboom. Make that Brubaker picks it up to Gord Shervin. And again, he taps it right behind the Skipjacks goal. 13:15 left in the second period. The Oilers with a 3-1 lead. O'Regan now at center ice. Carries it in down the left wing into the Oilers' end. Centers one for Risling. He was too heavily tied up as Dean Decision was covering him. And Nova Scotia now will try to get it out. Kept in by Colin Chin momentarily. And now Mahler will poke it out to center ice. Back at the Jacks blue line, Phil Bourque with it there. For Hotham. Hotham at the red line, steers it right back in on goal. And Skordensky will set things up behind his own net. Now look out, a steal by Magoo, but he ran into his own man Risling, or he would have had a good chance. Nova Scotia with the disc. On the right side, Decision with a puck. 3-on-2 Oilers break. Into the zone, Decision tied up by Bourque, and Bourque took him off the puck. Now Brubaker comes in, wraps up Phil Bourque. Loose puck squirts behind the net. Miner picks it up. He looks to center, but it's off a skate and deflects back to center ice. On it there, Jim Playfair. Ahead, but out of the reach of Mike Moeller. Work now to Magoo. Looks for skating room at center ice. Jim Magoo with a puck. Dances into the Oilers' end. Magoo finally had it taken off his stick by Decision. And Nova Scotia comes back 2-on-2. Now 3-on-3. Moeller drop pass. Decision just went behind him and would have had a good chance in front. And Benanje will pick it up now at his own line. Over to Hotham. He'll dump it back into Oilers' ice. Now Carlson looks to steal. Carlson's got it. Carlson side of the goal. Had a man open, Benanje couldn't get it to him. Right point, Dahlquist, slap shot, he missed the goal. On the near boards now, Bourque cutting in deep. Shoots it now to the right wing corner. Dahlquist will try to hold it in, but Larmer grabs it and flips it back into Jack's ice. And back after it now, Benanje. Spins away, knockout, coughs in front to Boudreau with a blast, and Denny Herron kicks that out. Benanje coughed it up, and Boudreau with a good scoring chance. Now Larmer a steal, weaves his way back and over the line, but his drop pass for Boudreau went behind him. Now look out over the line to Simpson. He's moving in on Skordensky's. Pulled down from behind. We got a penalty coming up here to the Oilers. Left point to Weir. And finally it's touched up by Boudreau. And our first penalty of the hockey game. We've gone almost 29 minutes without a penalty being called, and Mark Fawcett will whistle off one of the Oilers here. It'll be Rick Wilson, and the Jacks will get their first crack at a power play.
Well, maybe the Skipjacks now can get themselves back into this game, getting their second goal to cut this Nova Scotia lead in half to one.
Power play, they've scored 70 power play goals, 379 opportunities, 18% power play efficiency. That's only 12th in the league. All right, Jacks setting up now in the Oilers zone. Right point to Dahlquist. Right wing circle to Fazio. Juggles the loose puck, now to Lamoureux. Now Lamoureux upended by Betker and a good check. DeFazio with the disc, however, behind the Oilers' cage. Drop it off left point. Bourque a shot through traffic, just missed the net. Here's DeFazio now, back of the right point. Dahlquist now, left point. Bourque open, he's closing in front of Fiore, but he couldn't tee it up in front. Great setup by Bourque. Out the left point, Bourque another shot through traffic. That's wide of the cage. Dahlquist holding it in now at the right point. Look out, Oilers try to push the puck to center, and they do so. And Lamoureux's got it there. To Bourque. He'll blast it right back into Oilers' ice. Skordensky got a piece of it, did not stop it behind his own net. Fiore now trying to get it back at the point to Dahlquist. Rogers with the puck, trying to get it out, and he does so back to center ice. On it there, Dahlquist. 52 seconds left in the Baltimore power play. Dahlquist steps to center ice now out of his own zone. Trying to feed it in front for Fiore. Couldn't do it. Picked up by Rogers. Rogers comes back. They got a 2-on-1. Now a 2-on-2. O'Regan getting back. Rogers dropped past the Biggs. He was tripped up and could not play the puck in the Jack zone. And now Bork on left wing to O'Regan, but it went over his skate. And it's fired all the way back into Skipjacks territory. O'Regan now in his own zone. For Bork with 23 seconds to go in the Baltimore power play. 3-1, the Oilers have the lead here with 9:28 left in period 2. Dahlquist right wing to Risling, but it went by him. Play fair, shoot it back into Baltimore territory.
Well, the Skipjacks came out strong on this power play, getting some good opportunities, and now all of a sudden the last 50 seconds have done absolutely nothing. They've even having trouble getting it into the Nova Scotia end.
All right, Hotham slaps it back into the Oilers zone, and it bounces out at center ice and taken by Steve Graves with a full head of steam. He comes in with a wrist shot. It's wide of the net. Graves far corner. Got to tip it in behind the goal as Rick Wilson is back on. We're back at equal strength. On the near boards, O'Regan. He'll get it over to Weir, and he'll get it over to Hotham. He'll clear it on in. It's knocked down by Miner. Here comes Chin now with a loose puck to Risling in front, side of the goal. O'Regan can't take it up. Play fair checked in. Now it's centered in front. Chin could not get a shot away. It's taken quickly, and here come the Oilers back. Into the Jack zone now. Larman on the right wing, but he's roughed up by Weir, and off the puck he goes. Now behind the net, look out. Puck stuffed in front. It's loose. Weir pulls it aside. And let's see here. Cote kept it in momentarily. Now Risling will steer it to center ice. Miner backing over the line. Cote trying to drop it through for Larmer. That's broken up. Now Boudreau goes in behind the goal. Boudreau now behind the Baltimore net. Near boards to Cote. Cote to Miner with a shot, and he fanned on it right wing circle. And the Jacks break back, counter-attacking 3-on-2. Carlson over the line, but he can't get around the defense. In the near corner, Belanger tip it in behind the net, but Miner is there for the Oilers. To the line, and just outside the line it goes. Tipped back there by Larmer. And Mike Rowe will pick it up. Over the line now to Carlson, but Miner checked him. And the puck sent back into Baltimore territory. 7:43 to go here in the second period. Skipjacks and Oilers tangling tonight from the Civic Center. The Oilers getting the best of it right now with a 3-1 lead. Dahlquist long lead pass by Belanger. And Betker will pick it up. We have an icing call coming up here against the Skipjacks. With 7:28 left.
We look bad. We got bad. Let's go, Tim.
Tim Donnelly and Tom Ogle back with you here at the Civic Center. Hockey night in Baltimore tonight. The Jacks in Nova Scotia. And Baltimore will win that face-off and bring it to center ice. Dahlquist now with a puck. Dumps it in down the left side. Takes a hit from Bukaboom as he does so. And now Decision with a puck. Looks for Moeller at center ice. Now left wing to Brubaker. Brubaker trying to come into the zone, but Moeller stepped in ahead of the play. That's going to be offside here. And that'll be against Nova Scotia.
Well, the Oilers once again having things their way as they did much of the first period. The shots on goal in period 1 in favor of Nova Scotia, 13-7. The Skipjacks are going to have to change their ways here. Last 7 minutes of this period. Hopefully they can get a goal or two and be close to even coming into the third period.
Baltimore's home record, 15-15-4. They've played 34 home games coming into the game tonight. The Oilers on the road, 10-21-4. This will be their 36th road game of the season. From the face-off, Nova Scotia with a puck. I have to admit they have been in pretty much control of this hockey game throughout. It's steered back behind the Baltimore goal, and Hotham neatly leaves it for Phil Bork. Bork out of his own end for Carlson, but back-checking taken away by Crawford. Bork takes it away. Down the left wing, Bork hit by Wilson. He's off the puck. It'll deflect to the right wing corner. Carlson checks Rogers high. Now Magoo with the puck, right wing circle. Toss it down the right wing side, but Rogers steals, and it's cleared back to center ice. Phil Bork on it there, clears it right back into the Oilers' end. He's hit by Shervin as he does so. Now here is Shervin along the near boards. Tops it back to the Skipjacks blue line where Lamoureux will take over. Lamoureux ahead for Magoo, but it went by him. It'll go deep in the Oilers' end, and Rick Wilson back behind his own net. On the right side for Shervin. Shervin now drop it off for Biggs into the zone. Here's Biggs, but Weir took the puck away on a good defensive play. Fire the puck back out to center ice. It's steered right back in again by the Oilers and behind his own net now. Dahlquist touching up. And we have an icing call here coming up. We are back live here at the Civic Center. 5:49 left here in period number 2. 3-1. The Oilers have the lead. Their last goal, Jeff Larmer, getting his 19th goal of the season from Bruce Boudreau and Jim Playfair at 4:15 of period number 2. Bruce Boudreau and Rick Wilson have the other Oiler goals. Dean DeFazio, the lone goal for the Skipjacks. DeFazio now in his own zone. Drops it off to Dahlquist, being hounded by Graves. He'll slide the puck over. Now look out. Oilers break in. Mark LeVar cuts in alone on Heron. Here's with a shot. And he scores. Mark LeVar puts it top shelf by Denny Heron. And as you mentioned, the Jacks just poorly with a puck at their own blue line.
Anytime that happens in your own end, you're going to get burned. And the Skipjacks have gotten burned once again.
So it's 4-1 now in favor of the Oilers. And they're have taken control of this one now at the moment. Mark LeVar getting his 10th goal of the season. All right, loose puck now. Back at the Skipjacks blue line, and Bork hustling back to get it. Bork now leaving it for Dave Gertz. Gertz in behind his net. Tips it over to Del Cole. Tip it to center ice. On it there, Ray Cote. And he'll swing it right back into Baltimore territory. Icing waved off. Bork going in behind his own net to get the puck. To Del Cole. Backhanded right back out to center ice. It's cleared right back into the Jack zone, but delayed offside here against Nova Scotia. And now John Del Cole. Rink wide for Risling. Broken up at the Oiler line by Betker. And again, it's back into the Skipjack zone. It's on net. And Heron will stop it for Phil Bork. Now Regan takes over. Steps to center ice. At the red line. Dumps it in right wing corner. Nova Scotia zone. Crawford back to get it. Up the near boards, and the Oilers going to clear it back out at center ice. Cote leaving it for Solheim. Right wing to Bukaboom. Stolen away in the Jacks now with a 3-on-1 break. O'Regan down the left side. His shot. And it's sticked aside by Skordensky. Well, the Jacks a 3-on-1 and not a very good shot selection there. Here come the Oilers back. Shervin a shot. High atop the Baltimore net off the glass. O'Regan trying to clear. Can't do it. Held in by the Oilers. In the left wing corner now. Solheim hit by Hotham. And the puck ends up beneath Hotham. We'll get a whistle now and a face-off in the Skipjack zone to the right of Denny Heron with 3:48 left here in period number 2.
I got to tell you, Tim, I don't know where Tommy O'Regan was on that 3-on-1 break, but he took a shot from about 40 feet, and he had two players coming in on the wing that he could have fed a pass to. Evidently, maybe the Skipjacks just are having one of those games that teams have in hockey. They're having theirs tonight. This is really a poor performance by the Skipjacks this evening.
Yeah, so far it has been, I'm afraid. Aranje now will leave it up for Jim Magoo at center ice. Here's Magoo trying to split the defense. He's knocked down there as he broke into the Oilers' end, and Nova Scotia down with a puck. Crawford to Solheim at the line. Solheim to Crawford. He's cutting in down the left wing. Crawford a wrist shot. He just missed. At the right point, Wilson now with a puck. Drive it through traffic. It's right on. And Heron will grab it waist high and hang on there for the face-off. And we'll drop the puck in the Skipjack zone here.
Chest high.
Face-off to the left of Heron now. The Baltimore zone. And Carlson will win that face-off to Wally Weir. Takes a bounce off the boards. Back to Carlson. Here come the Skipjacks now with a full rush. Carlson into the zone. Lost control of the puck as he came in. It rolled to the goal mouth, and now the Oilers break back. Here's a right wing feed to Mike Moeller. Into the zone now. Carried into the near corner. Checked by Magoo. Loose puck left side of the goal. Decision now with a puck. Dean Decision hit by Belanger, but he keeps motoring. Now behind the net, here's Decision with a puck. Tried to center one. Look out, it's loose side of the goal. Now it's taken by Moeller. Moeller at the right point to Miner. Miner cuts in now to Brubaker. He tips it, but it's stopped by Hotham in front. Brubaker holding it in now. Left rear boards Hotham. Finally gets it over to Wally Weir. Now Carlson at center ice. Here comes Carlson trying to split the defense. Drop pass Belanger. Moving in with a drive, but it's blocked by the Oiler defense. Far boards now. Dahlquist trying to hold it in. He does so. Here's Dahlquist. He centers one, but Skordensky's there. And Nova Scotia with the puck. Here's Mike Moeller. Dumps it back into the Skipjack zone. Dahlquist back to get it. He'll touch. We have an icing call here against Nova.
That's 686. Rigo 4-1. Thank you.
We're back live at the Civic Center. Final 2:11 to go here, the second period. Oilers on top 4-1. They'll clear their zone now. Mike Rowe hustling back into his own end after the puck. Rowe goes in behind the net. LeVar checked him, but Rowe avoids the check. Now Tony Fiore will just dump it back to the Oiler line, and Bukaboom will take over there. Jeff Bukaboom now to LeVar. He gave it up to Mike Rowe. Toss back to the Oiler line, and Bukaboom now. It's around a Lamoureux check. And it's cleared back in on goal. Denny Herron will come out 10 feet outside of his cage and grab the puck. And he'll hang on. We'll get a face-off here in the Skipjack zone. Well, I'll tell you what, Tom, no doubt about it. Baltimore misses Tommy Ralston a great deal, and they're really playing undermanned right now, to be sure, without Tommy Ralston. Again, the lowest scoring club in the league, and it's just hard scoring goals. It's been hard scoring, and you lose your leading scorer. Doesn't help you on the ice and can't help your spirits any either.
Well, that's one of the things that's been troubling the Skipjacks all season, is not being able to put the puck in the net. You average less than 3 goals a game, and you're not going to be in too good a shape come playoff time.
All right, at center ice now. Here comes Bujo wheeling in over the line. Wilson now. His shot off the blocker of Denny Herron. Bujo now turns around and blasts one. That's blocked in front. Now DeFazio hits Bujo in the left wing corner. It'll roll in now behind the net, and now it's taken by Bork. Feeds O'Regan to DeFazio down the left side. Dino moves in with a blast, and Skordetsky got a piece of it. And it bounces now to the left rear boards. Rizzling behind the net to O'Regan. He spun around in the goal mouth. And now the Oilers break back quickly. 3-on-2. Bujo carries the mail. Over the line, right side Cote. Cote, wrist shot, and Herron will grab that mask high. And he will hang on to it there for the faceoff, and we'll drop it here in Baltimore territory with 45 seconds left in the second period to the left of Denny Herron. And the puck dropped. It'll swing in front of the net, and Wally Weir now with the puck. On the right side is Simpson. Simpson at the red line. Can't get around Playfair. He's chipped up at the Oiler blue line, and now Simpson getting it back at center ice. Waits for his teammates to clear the zone. Now fires it right back in off the boards and back deep in the Oilers' end. Playfair back there to get it now. On his own net to John Miner. 25 seconds to go, period 2. It's cleared to center ice. Dahlquist fires it back in off the boards into the Oilers' end. And back to get it is Playfair behind his own net. 10 seconds left. To the line, and just outside the line it goes. Dahlquist now in front of the Jacks bench. Solheim tying him up. Puck squirts free. Here's Dahlquist. His slap shot at the buzzer is blocked by Rogers. And that is going to do it. Period number 2 is Kunda.
Finally gotten into a game. I'm sure he's going to try to do the best job that he can, and hopefully maybe give the Skipjacks a lift so we could get back into this game.
Now the big thing I think he wanted was that first shot, and he just got it right there and stopped the little wrister by Dwayne Betker. And now we're going to face off to the right wing corner, right wing circle of the Skipjacks zone to the left of Jeff Cooper. Well, Coop's been very patient this year. He understood the situation with the Jacks losing, and Denny Herron and Brian Ford, the more experienced goaltenders, and Coop just had to sit back on the sidelines and wait his turn. He didn't do much complaining, and I thought had a pretty good attitude about the whole thing. Oilers now to the Skipjacks and Larmer. Drop pass to Boudreau. Fires at the right side. Nobody there. O'Regan now trying to get it out along with DeFazio. Puck held in by Nova Scotia. Now in the slot. Puck rolls right to the goal mouth, and Cooper dumps it back behind his own goal now to Phil Bourque. On left wing, DeFazio steps to center. He'll drive the puck into the right wing corner of the Oilers' head. Larmer comes out, gave it right to O'Regan. He'll backhand it in behind the goal. Here's Risling after it. Cannot come up with it. Betker trying to clear it. He does. Back into Skipjacks territory. Back after it, Wally Weir. Opening moments of period number 3. The Oilers on top 3-1. At center ice, Belanger cannot come up with a bouncing puck. It's back inside the Jack zone, and Wally Weir will take over. Weir tried to flip it up on the left side to Chin, but stolen away by Nova Scotia. Here they come. Back into Baltimore territory. Graves for LeVar. Try to put on the brake. Stop. Get a shot away. It's poked just off his stick. Playfair now wristing one toward the net through traffic. It's way wide of the cage. On the near boards now. Carlson will pick it up. Feeds it out to Colin Chin at center ice. Chin steps into the zone. Here's Chin now walking in, but he was pushed a bit. Now rammed into the boards. Side of the goal. Belanger with a shot steered aside by Skordinski. All right, along the near boards now. Hotham cannot hold the puck in. It's back to center lookout. 2-1-1 for Nova Scotia. LeVar has Miner in front, but he can't get a shot away. Now Miner centers one back for LeVar, and he fanned on it in front. And Chin will just flip it back to the Oilers' blue line. All right, back at the Jacks blue line now. Look out, a steal. LeVar cutting in with Graves. LeVar to Graves. A shot. He missed the net. Great setup by Mark LeVar to Steve Graves, but he fired it wide. All right, Magoo now looks for the loose puck. Can't come into the Oilers' end. Nova Scotia now with a puck. Playfair. Long slapper from center ice. Wide of the target. Kept in by Gord Shervin. Tap it in behind the Baltimore goal. And now Mike Rowe will pick it up. Ahead for Lamoureux. Here is Mitch. Left side to Magoo. Overskates the puck. Gets it back. Dumps it right back into the Oilers' end. Skordinski out of his net. Flip it up far boards. Can't get it out. Magoo holding it in now. Side of the goal. Simpson. He's moving in. Can't get the shot away. Now trying to tuck it in. And he hit the side of the goal. Kept in by the Skipjacks. Simpson now the left wing corner. Dump it in behind the goal to Lamoureux. He gets tangled up with Lou Crawford. Puck still loose. Crawford back after it now. Left rear boards. Try to swing it along the near boards. Dahlquist holding it in. Dahlquist cutting in behind the goal. Tried to center one. Checked by Wilson. Where's the puck? Up and on the left wing side and taken away by Nova Scotia. Here comes Rogers, but it's stolen away by Jim Magoo. Magoo now with the puck. Rambles over the line, but back checking. Taken away by Shervin. Now Rogers up and on the near boards. The Oilers will try to work it out. Held in by Magoo. Back behind the net. Crawford now will try to wrap it around the boards. Held in by Mike Rowe. Momentarily, but now finally the Oilers will get it out like out right. Rogers into the zone. One man to beat. Dahlquist will take the drive. It's off of Chris. And deflects up into the stand. Period number 3. And the Oilers on top 4-1. From the draw, Bourque trying to wrap it around the near boards. Fiore stepped in, hit by Brubaker. Jacks come up with a puck though. Del Cole couldn't play it. Brubaker side of the goal with a backhander right on. Cooper knocks it down. Here's O'Regan now. We'll try to get it out. Can't do it. Check from behind by Decision. They stack it up and on the near boards. Now the puck squirts in the middle, but taken by Bourque. Finally getting it out of his zone and to center ice. Del Cole now backhands it back to the Oiler line. It's taken now by Decision. Try to feed Brubaker in down the left wing. That misfired. Brubaker gets it back. Backhands it back into the Skipjack zone. Now it's tossed ahead. Fiore raced for the puck, but Skordinski will come way out. Now Fiore's tried to center in front. Del Cole was open, but it never got to the front of the net. And it's cleared rink wide and back into Baltimore ice by the Oilers. Fiore now will take over. Left side of Del Cole, but it misfired. And Nova Scotia with a puck. Jeff Larmer now wheels back up ice. Steps into the Skipjack zone. Larmer now with a puck on the left circle. Turns around. Fires one. He just missed the net. And Del Cole taps at the line. Not out. It's backhanded toward the goal. Cooper an easy stick save. And now puck picked up by Dave Gertz. Back it back out to center ice. And now the Oilers shoot it right back in again. But Bourque is there. Bourque now hustling to center ice with a full head of steam. Steps in over the line. Cutting down to the near corner. Lost the puck. Now it's clear to the line, not out. O'Regan holding it in. He turns around and fires one. It was tipped by his own man, Miner. And on goal, Skordinski settles it. And now the Oilers break out of their own end now. Playfair with a puck. Playfair with a long slap shot just outside the Jacks line. That's high and wide of the cage. And Carlson picks up the rebound. Carlson now with a puck. At center, left side to Chin, over the line, drop pass to Carlson. He's moving in with a shot. He missed the goal. Right point, Hotham, his blast off the stick of Boudreau and wide of the cage. Chin now in the left wing corner. Chin with a puck to Belanger. Open a shot, blocked by the defense. Belanger fires again to the rebound, and he was off target. Far boards Cote-Dale, checked by Chin. Now they stack it up on the left wing boards, and will finally freeze it and get a face-off here in the Oilers zone. Face-off in the Oilers zone now, and off the face-off, Carlson tried to get his own draw and cut toward the net, but that didn't work, and it was taken away by the Oilers, and they'll dump it back into the Skipjack zone. All right, along the near boards now. Puck taken by Greg Hotham. Hotham looks center ice, got Carlson open. Carlson trying to give it right wing to Belanger. That misfired, and Biggs will take over now in his own zone. Nova Scotia now with the puck. Biggs steps out of his own zone to center, into the Jack zone. Biggs down the left side. Look out, he's hooked, and we got a penalty here to Baltimore. Biggs was hooked as he broke in down the left wing into the Skipjack zone. And the Oilers will go to work their first power play chance of period number 3 and of the hockey game. 13:32 left here, period number 3, 4-1. The Oilers with the lead, and they'll come back on the power play when we return in 30 seconds. This is Skipjacks Hockey on AM 1230, WITH.
Skipjacks penalty to number 25, Roger Belanger. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 6:28. Skipjacks penalty to number 25, Roger Belanger. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 6:28.
Tim Donnelly, Tom Ogle, back with you here at the Civic Center. Power play for Nova Scotia as Belanger sits down for 2 for hooking at 6:28 of period number 3. Solheim setting up now in the Skipjack zone to the right circle. Solheim takes a look around, center point Buka-Boom, turns around with a blast. That's blocked off the stick of O'Regan and trickles wide of the goal. Rogers will pick it up now. Right point to Larmer. Can he hold it in? Yes, he does. On the near board, Solheim for Rogers now in the right wing circle. Spins away from Dahlquist. Trying to get it out now at the right point. O'Regan intercepted that, and it's back to center ice. 1:13 to go in the penalty now to Roger Belanger. All right, Solheim with a puck at his own line. At the red line, Solheim carries it in now to the Skipjack zone. Up and down the left wing side for Shervin. Cuts in behind the Baltimore goal. Shervin now wraps all the way around, holds it up far boards. Left wing circle, Solheim. Spins, looks for the open man. Checked. Now here's Shervin now in the slot. Turns around with a wrist shot wide of the goal. Rogers pokes it in. And it's a power play goal for the Oilers. It's 5-1. Rogers sneaking right at the side of the Skipjacks goal. I got that pass from Shervin. Power play goal. It's 5-1 now. From the face-off, it's back at the Jacks blue line and Lamoureux. Got Risling at center ice. Riz will backhand it in on goal. Skordensky will grab it and shuffle it off to Lou Crawford. And now Decision will backhand it back to center ice. Here comes Lamoureux in over the line. Tried to set up Simpson. That's broken up by Crawford. He'll send it out to Brubaker. Brubaker tried to feed it in for Mike Moldal, but it's offside. And the puck back at center ice. It'll deflect back into the Oilers' end. Crawford now. Out at center ice for Mahler. It's dumped back into Baltimore territory, and Wally Weir back to get it. On left wing to Risling and now to Lamoureux. Mitch, right wing to Simpson, into the zone. Simpson trying to get it back for Lamoureux, broken up by Decision. Now Risling in the near corner with a puck. Risling now in the slot, fakes the shot. Now we'll let it go. It's blocked in front. Rebound, Simpson a backhander, save Skordensky. At the center point, Weir, right point Hotham, wristing it toward the goal through traffic, and it bounced wide of the cage. Mike Moldal will pick it up now on the far boards, get it out center ice. Brubaker's on it there. He'll send it in, peeled off. Nova Scotia now will change on the fly with 11:05 to go here in period number 3. Hotham at his own blue line, spinning through center now, tops it in, left wing corner, Oilers in. Del Cole racing it after it, bumps Miner off the disc. Far boards to Carlson, trying to get it back for Del Cole. It's in behind the goal, Playfair wraps it around the boards, Gertz knocks it down to the point and holds it into the Oilers end. Now it's stuffed out in the right wing circle, but Del Cole could not get to it, and here comes Steve Graves with a full head of steam. Across the Baltimore line, Graves now. Near circle to Biggs, couldn't tee it up. Now side of the goal, it's pumped out, left point, Playfair winds up with a drive, that was wide of the cage. And now John Del Cole with a puck. Centers it out, fires it out center ice, and one of the Oilers took a big spill there. It was Steve Graves. but he bounces back up. Here's Gertz now in his own zone. Finds Fiore at center ice. Tony starts back. Stick handles under the Oilers' end. Down the right side, he's pushed off the puck by Playfair. Now behind the Oilers' net, and Don Biggs will pick it up. Biggs checked from behind by Fiore and Playfair too. And now Del Cole, roughed into the corner by Minor. They stack it up now. It's centered at the right point. Here's Gertz with a puck. He'll take the drive. It's off the stick of Biggs and wide. Now in the near corner. It's centered in front, but taken away there. Good play by Graves, playing some defense. And Graves will come back. 2-on-2 to Minor. Minor into the zone. In the circle. Minor, drop pass, went behind Mark LeVar. And now here comes Magoo. Try to set up DeFazio, breaking in over the line, but that's broken up by the Oilers. Here they come again, 2-on-2. LeVar, drop pass for Larmer. He had a man breaking in front, Boudreau, but he couldn't get it to him. And it's back to center ice. O'Regan now on it there. Tapping it into the Oilers' end, but it's cleared right back out again by Betker. Who's got the puck? Magoo after it. Taken by Boudreau, though. Wheels into the zone. Boudreau, look out, right side, man open. A chance in front for Larmer, and he fanned on it side of the goal. Boy, the Oilers are making the plays here tonight. DeFazio breaks it over the line, trying to get around the defense. He's tripped up, and we got a penalty here to the Oilers. As Dino tried to solo it there and break in around the Nova Scotia defense. He was upended, and we have a penalty coming up here. Tim Donnelly, Tom Ogle, back with you here at the Civic Center. Dwayne Betker off for interference here at 10:55. The Jacks will dump the puck into the right wing corner of the Oilers' end. Magoo taps it in behind the goal. O'Regan looking for the loose puck. And stepping into him is Playfair, and the Oilers steal. And it's cleared all the way down ice by Bukaboom. And the Jacks have to set up now behind their own goal. All right, on the rush now, it's Roger Belanger dumping it off to Bork. And now to Hotham in the center circle. Hawk will carry it in down the right side. Here's Hotham with a puck, cutting down the right wing side. Tried to center one. It's picked off by Cote. And he'll clear the puck all the way down ice. I'll say one thing, Tom. The Jacks are playing a good Nova Scotia club who are certainly on the upbeat, but I know Baltimore, certainly Junior Briacco has seen his troops play better than this, even with the players they have right now.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the toughest or worst games that they've had at home this season.
All right, Dahlquist moving in down the left side. Shot, a backhander, chin backhanded and wide. Belanger trying to stuff it in front. He can't do it. All right, right rear boards. Chin will pick it up. Skate to the near corner. Chin in the right wing circle. Side of the goal to Lamoureux. Ups off his stick, but Mitchell get it back. Right point, Gertz. Left point to Dahlquist. And dumps it in back behind the goal. Crawford will pick it up. Can he clear? Yes, he will. Gets it up ice to Wilson. Wilson upended by Lamoureux at the Oiler line. And it's back now in the Nova Scotia zone and cleared back to the Jacks blue line. Here is Dahlquist now to Gertz. Penalty over. We're back at equal strength. Gertz cutting in down the right wing. Trying to get around Crawford. Cuts in behind the goal. Here's Gertz. Still with a puck. Now finally bumped off the disc. It's clear to the line and outside the line. Dahlquist brought it back in. And we have an offside call here against Nova Scotia with 6:52 left.
Us tonight would mean the end of any playoff hopes for the Skipjacks. Binghamton leads Rochester 3-2, and Fredericton leads Moncton 2-1. In the National Hockey League, in the second period of play, it's Edmonton 3, Pittsburgh 1. Also in the second period, Minnesota 2, Toronto 0.
Puck shot back in behind goalie Warren Skordensky. It's back at the right point. Hotham a shot through traffic. It's tipped on by Carlson, but Skordensky will make the big stop, and the rebound cleared down ice. Cooper now will swing it up the near boards. Here comes Brubaker in. But the Jacks are going to get it outside the line. Del Cole coming back with Carlson. Over the line. Try to set up Carlson, and Del Cole hit by John Minor, and the puck fired down ice by the Oilers. Greg Hotham goes back to touch. Icing called here against Nova Scotia. Back live with the Civic Center. Oilers pounding away again as Boudreau cut in. Almost had another goal tonight. It's steered back into the Nova Scotia zone. Here comes O'Regan in down the right side. A Boom wraps him up. Puck is still loose. Right wing corner to Fazio now. Cuts in behind the goal, but Cote bumped him, pushed him off the puck. And now Boudreau trying to come out of his own zone for Nova Scotia. Boudreau into the zone for Cote. Down the left side for Larmer. Larmer now on the center point to Boudreau. But it's tipped to center ice by DeFazio on a good heads-up play. All right, Betker now back outside the Jacks blue line. Slaps it in now to the Skipjacks zone. It's in behind the net and Boudreau looks for it there. Cannot come up with it. And now Dahlquist will take over. To DeFazio on the open wing. O'Regan couldn't catch up to it at the Oiler line. And now Gord Shervin with the puck. For Rogers and out of Solheim. Into the zone. Solheim down the left wing. Holds it up, looks to center, and right there, Cooper will snare that centering try as Shervin looked for the loose puck there, and Cooper going to hang on. And we'll get a face-off here to the right side of the Skipjacks goal with 4:48 to play here in period number 3. Nova Scotia on top by a score of 5-1.
You were talking about that chance that Bruce Boudreau had. He had everyone beat, including Jeff Cooper, but his shot went off the goalpost. Or the Skipjacks would have found themselves down by 5 goals. Nova Scotia seeming to have great luck here with the Skipjacks scoring around 6 goals a game this season in a 3-game series.
Jacks cough it up again in their own zone. Rogers a steal. Along the near boards. Now finally it's taken away by Fiore. Starts a 3-on-2 rush. Left side to Chin. Chin cuts in over the line. Chin to Fiore. And alone a shot. Skordensky with a glove save there and a hang on. Oh, the Jacks can't even buy one tonight. Chin setting up Fiore. He cut in down the right side. He had a great chance, but Skordensky got the glove on the hard shot by Fiore from in close. And Skordensky wins that confrontation against Tony Fiore.
That was one of the better scoring chances by the Jacks this game. And Fiore tried to beat Skordensky up high, but Warren was quick with the glove hand. Got his glove on the puck and forcing a face-off inside the Nova Scotia zone.
We're going to face it off here in the right wing circle. Gertz now trying to wrist it through. Couldn't do it. And out on the right side, Biggs. To LeVar. LeVar moving down the slot with a drive. Knocked down with that blocker of Cooper. That knocked him for a loop. Now behind the net. Loose puck. LeVar tried to center one. Simpson tangling him up. And finally, Cooper is going to grab that puck at the right side of his goal. And he'll hang on for the faceoff here with 4:10 left in period number 3.
Well, any indication...
He's always played very well in practice, and, Coop just continued to keep playing hard. There come the Jacks into the Oilers' end, but they can't set up a play. Now Fiore in the right wing circle to Chin. Chin now, give and go. Wrapped up side of the goal, couldn't center. Now Fiore center, side of the goal. Chin a shot, save, rebound, went right to the goal mouth. And it's picked up by Mark LeVar. Lead it up ice to Steve Graves. Steps into Baltimore territory. Graves with a puck down the slot, right side. And the man trying to clear it over on the left side. Nobody was open there. And it's back to center ice. Over the line, Risling now in the right wing circle. Here he is with a shot save. Rebound, Gertz, and he backhanded it wide. Risling now trying to fire it in front. And Palange tried to hold the puck into the right point. Can he do it? He does momentarily, but now it's taken away by Nova Scotia. Minor with a puck with a long slap shot outside the line, wide of the goal. And Coop will set it up for Dave Gertz. 3:13 to go in regulation here. It's 5-1 Oilers. Here's Mike Rowe. Wristing it in, right wing corner, Oilers in. I think Jeff Brubaker back to get it. Only Maryland-born player ever to make it to the National Hockey League.
He's an imposing player out there, too. He's big. He's one of the few helmetless players in all of hockey. And I'm sure a lot of defensemen cringe when they see him barreling down the boards into the corner for a puck.
Betker and Rowe collide at center ice, and the puck taken over the line by Moeller. Moeller now tried to center one. Rowe was right there to knock it away, and the puck back to center ice. One thing about Brubaker, I think, is a little bit of a misconception. He was not raised in Maryland. He was simply born here. And I talked to him a couple of years ago when he played for the Nova Scotia Voyagers, and I asked him about being born in Maryland, and he said, yeah, but we moved a couple of years later, and he really grew up in Dearborn, Michigan. And that's where he got his hockey training and was able to finally turn pro, so he was definitely. Loose now in the left wing circle, taken away by Wilson. Rick Wilson now in his own end. behind his own net, setting it up here with 2:10 to play. Crawford down, is stolen away by DeFazio. Dino breaking in on his knees, turning around, and Skordensky robbed him. Great effort by DeFazio there. On his knees, he was deking, trying to set something up. Dino with a puck now, trying to get it far point to Wally Weir, but it went by him. It's going to roll deep in Baltimore territory.
Well, one thing we mentioned about Dino a little earlier is that every time he's out there, you're going to get the maximum effort.
Carlson at center ice. Can't come up with a puck. Gets back at the Oiler line, and Ray Cote bangs it ahead now. Down the left wing. Hotham beats Larmer to it. Now Boudreau bringing in, but Nova Scotia is going to be offside here. Delayed offside. And now Hotham looks ahead for DeFazio. Can't find him. Boudreau walking in. We have an offside call here against Nova Scotia. 1:28 left. Period number 3. It is Nova Scotia 5 and the Skipjacks 1. You're listening to Skipjacks Hockey on AM 1230 WITH. We are back live here at the Civic Center. 1:04 to go. The Oilers coming in, and finally we got a stoppage of play as O'Regan is knocked down to the Skipjack zone. And he'll go to the bench, or will he? Yeah, I think he will. He's trying to skate it off right now. It might be that knee that's been bothering Tom.
Well, he's definitely having some trouble pushing off with his, looks like his left leg there. Trainer Tim Ringler now assisting him on the player's bench.
Face off to the right of Jeff Cooper. Off the face off. It's pushed, but Belanger steals it before it can get to the point. Now it gets back into that point, held in. Solheim now with a puck. Dumping in behind the goal. Shervin now trying to center. That's blocked by Belanger behind the goal. Here's Roger flipping it up the near boards. Can Playfair hold it in? Yes, he does. Here's Solheim now on the near boards. Back to Playfair with a blast. That's wide of the goal. Last minute of play now. Period 3. Lamoureux just backhands it out to center ice. All right, back at the Oiler line. It's taken by Playfair. The Oilers have put on a big display here, I'll tell you. Over the line, Rogers down the left side for Shervin. Take one toward the goal. That bounced off the chest up into the mask of Cooper. He'll make the stop. And now here's Belanger trying to feed Magoo away at center ice. That was broken up, and Solheim's got it now with 15 seconds left in period 3. John Miner in his own zone. To Betker. Betker with 10 seconds left. Dumps it in, right wing corner. Skipjacks in. Here's Graves going in behind the goal. Chance in front. Shot score by Gord Shervin with 4 seconds remaining in period number 3. And boy, the Oilers are going for the jugular here tonight, aren't they, Tom? Ironically, the score is going to end the same as the last time that these two teams met here. 6-1. That's it. Game over. It was all Nova Scotia tonight here at the Civic Center. As Mitch Lamb